Namaskar, this is Akhilesh Bhargav. Welcome to Tidbits on Business and Finance with me. Franklin Templeton continues to be in the news after it got a rap from SEBI. To just refresh the facts, Franklin Templeton is a global entity with assets under management of more than $700 billion. It is a sponsor of its India outfits. On 23rd of April, it closed 6 of its debt mutual fund schemes, which at that point it was reported had assets under management of 30,800 crores. The figure now being given is between 26 to 28,000 crores. These schemes closure meant that investors now needed to wait until the schemes matured. Until then, they could not withdraw the money. And moreover, them being debt schemes meant that in case the mutual fund had been mismanaged, the funds were not properly managed, and on redemption, the debt money did not come back, then the investors would certainly bear losses. All of these were what are called credit risk mutual funds. And incidentally, Franklin Templeton India had built a niche in this particular domain of mutual funds. The total amount in these mutual funds in India is supposed to be about 55 to 60,000 crores, and Templeton has had a market share of 60% in these category of mutual funds. Templeton India very smartly named all these funds with different names, even though their activity was virtually the same. So the names were Low Duration Fund, Dynamic Accrual Fund, Credit Risk Fund, and this sort. But let me tell you, the product was the same with just minor changes in it. Now, where was Templeton wrong? SEBI does not permit mutual funds to duplicate products. You need to have one product, one mutual funds. You cannot have multiple products with similar features. And what Templeton had done was all these 6 funds had a similar product, just different names. Incidentally, 60% of each of these funds were invested in the same company. Thus, the fund made an investment in a company but spread it over 6 different funds, thus indicating that their business was the same, which actually violated the SEBI regulations. And where was it majorly wrong? Most of these funds, or a large part of these investments of the debt funds which have now been closed, have been made in low rated debt securities. These securities did not have an adequate rating, and incidentally, very often they were in the same company spread in different funds. Further, it has also been noted that these mutual funds which have been closed also invested in companies where independent directors were common. That becomes almost a kind of a related party transaction, even though not by the law, but by the spirit of the law. And where they were further wrong was, while these kind of low rated investments, these kind of substandards investments were being invested into, the independent directors of the Templeton mutual funds did not really take any action or any objection which they were expected to do in order to protect investor funds. Templeton India had carved a niche for itself in this category of mutual funds, and as we said, it had a 60% market share. Because of this, it was investing aggressively in substandard assets, in substandard debt instruments, just to ensure that it was giving a bit of a higher return on the investment to the investors in the mutual fund. And how high was it? Just 1 or 2%. But by doing that, it made a niche for itself. So far, so good. But then, Templeton too got hit by the COVID crisis. Inflows into the funds stopped. Outflows, redemption pressures shot up. Its credit lines available with banks had been exhausted, and thus it was a victim of illiquidity, no cash. Templeton was in no position to honor redemption requests anymore, and thus what it did was it closed these schemes. Investors, according to us, have been betrayed. They have been left high and dry to tens of thousands of crores. It is worth noting that it was as recent as December 2019 that its star fund in charge, Santosh Kamath, at a conference had cockily said that all is good. He gave a very optimistic picture of what the days are going to be. That was December 2019. And in April, they closed the funds. After the funds got closed, of course, Templeton has got a bad name. Its credit that it had built in India is certainly gone or stained. Incidentally, after this happened, its global CEO and president, Ms. Jenny Johnson, she blamed SEBI for the crisis that these six funds faced, because of which they were closed. She said that it is because of the SEBI rule, which only permits up to 10% of investments by these funds into unlisted debt instruments. It is because of this that she said that more than one third of the assets under management of these funds suddenly became illiquid because there were no buyers for unlisted debentures in which these funds had invested in. It could not sell those instruments, and because of that, its liquidity was stopped and it could not honor redemptions. She thus blames SEBI for it. In our opinion, it's a case of violation of SEBI regulations as far as this closure of funds by Templeton is concerned. It's a case of mismanagement of investor funds, because even if you may be a smart investor, when you have public money with you, you do not get aggressive and invest their funds in substandard securities, which is what the fund managers of these six funds headed by Santosh Kamath did. Jenny Johnson's attempt to blame SEBI for the crisis caused by Templeton India certainly did not go down with the authorities, also not with the public. It has been a clear case, as we said, of mismanagement of funds. SEBI, in a very stern advice to Templeton, said that it should now face on returning investor funds. SEBI very strongly defended the circular pursuant to which these kind of funds can invest only up to a maximum 10% in unlisted non-convertible debenture securities, and that, it said, had been pursuant to a committee decision that was formed after the IL&FS debacle, and that in this particular committee even Franklin Templeton had made representations which were considered. Thus it said that this circular is not to blame for the crisis that Templeton India faces. SEBI even pointed out that even after the circular was issued in October, enough time was given to Templeton in order to exit from those investments or mend its funds, but it did not do that. Despite this, as SEBI says, despite having time, Templeton managers continue to invest in what SEBI says high risk, unlisted, opaque, bespoke, structured debt securities with low ratings. In other words, it continued to invest in substandard investments, and the crisis has been caused because of that. Of course, SEBI's stern rap on the knuckles to Templeton had its desired effect, and it issued an unconditional apology. Templeton said that the remarks of its CEO had been misunderstood and that it did not intend to blame SEBI. It also said that it is trying its best to ensure that investor funds are returned at the earliest possible. In our opinion, SEBI is of course right in what it has told Templeton. Templeton has recklessly invested funds in unlisted risky securities and it has put public money at risk. But according to us, all this action is a little late in the day. Funds are regularly supervised by SEBI. SEBI ought to have known what was happening. SEBI, as part of its regular surveillance, should have stopped Templeton midway when all this was happening. This is again a case of an authority or a regulator indulging in post-mortem analysis, post-mortem action, which serves very little interest. And according to us, the other larger picture here is independent directors of these mutual funds which have been closed are also to blame. They should have kept a check on the fund managers. They had a moral and legal duty to ensure that the fund is properly managed and that any kind of risky transactions which put public money in danger are not entered into. And the funds did that on a large scale with independent directors being mute spectators. We think this needs a deeper investigation. This is Akhilesh Bhargav signing off till we meet again. Namaskar.
हमारे घरों में भी बच्चे होते हैं जो हमसे प्यार दुलार की आस करते हैं।
हमारा भी जीवन साथी है जिसको हमारे ड्यूटी से घर आने का इंतजार होता है।
हमारे घर में भी एक बूढ़ी माँ है जिनके लिए आज भी हम ही आंखों के तारे हैं।
लेकिन हम हमारे घरों में नहीं हैं। आपकी सुरक्षा में कोई कसर न रहे, इसलिए हम अपने प्रियजनों से दूर हैं।
हम में से ही कुछ तो अब इतने दूर जा चुके हैं कि वो वापस अपने घरों को लौट भी नहीं पाएंगे।
हमें गर्व है कि हमारे कंधों पे मुंबई शहर के नागरिकों की सुरक्षा की जिम्मेदारी है। हमारे जज्बे और बलिदान को व्यर्थ न जाने दे। इस संकट के समय में आप घर पे रहे, सुरक्षित रहे।
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.
If you like this video, please share it and we would love to hear your comments in the comments section down here. Also, please do like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter to get minute-to-minute news updates. For more such shows and videos, well, subscribe to our YouTube channel.